Hey guys, my name's Chris. Welcome to Casual Fragrances. Hope you're having a great day. What's your 7th day or 7th night? Drop your comment down below. I just want to make a full disclosure before the video starts. I'm not a fragrance expert. I didn't go to college to learn about fragrances or any chemical background. I've done this from scratch for the last 7 years of my fragrance journey on YouTube. My parents wore fragrances, so I learned about fragrances through them, and eventually I was funny and dumb enough to start a YouTube channel. And I'm very happy I made a channel at the end of the day. But today's video is going to help people that are new to fragrances, or maybe even having fragrances or collecting for a long time and you want some tips. This video here is going to give you tips on how to start a fragrance collection from zero, nada, from scratch. At the end of the day, after watching this video, please do your research and try out fragrance for yourself and see what works for you at the end of the day. Number one, what kind of fragrances do you like? Keep that in mind. If you're new to fragrances, right, and you're trying to figure out what you like, let's break it down. Do you like sweet fragrances like Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male, or do you like fragrances like Intimus? These are sweet fragrances, so they kind of have notes of tonka bean. There's praline. There's apple. There's cinnamon. These types of notes are sweet fragrances. So obviously you gotta like sweet fragrances to like these type of fragrances here. And these are fragrances that are bold and more on the heavier side. These are not light fragrances. Maybe you're into fresh and clean or blue fragrances like Bleu de Chanel Parfum or Creed Aventus. These are fragrances that are mass appealing for men, and you can pretty much do 3 to 5 sprays. You're going to smell fresh and clean, or AKA shower gel-ish, or you just took a fresh shower. A lot of guys like these scents because a lot of guys don't like wear fragrances at the end of the day, which I've talked to a lot of men that don't like fragrances. They say, look, I don't want to smell feminine. I don't want to smell like something at a store. I get it. These here are very safe, fresh and clean type of fragrances that you can grab it, spray and go, and you're going to feel very clean, sophisticated gentleman out in public. And this is for somebody that's new to fragrance. You want a fresh fragrance, definitely check out Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage, Creed Aventus. The prices can range from $100 plus, but these are your fresh and clean fragrances. Maybe you want to go on the cheaper side. We have fragrances that smell like ginger. Ginger Lover by Azzaro, very ginger. There's vetiver. This is a very fresh and vetiver and ginger fragrance, a little bit of spices as well. And we have Azzaro Wild Mint. This here is more on the greener, fresher side. Love the mintiness in this fragrance here. This is one of my favorites, and this is under $100, just like that. These are more on the cheaper end, and they perform pretty good, especially if you're new to fragrances and you don't want to break the bank. These are definitely good fragrances to buy, and they have good performance as well. Maybe you're that guy or girl that wants to wear rose fragrances. Definitely check out Zahara Signature Rose, or definitely check out, if you like Oud and Rose, Oud Espahan by Christian Dior from the La Privé collection. These are rose and oud combos. So a lot of people, if you're new to fragrances, you may not like the oud note because it's very on that incense, dirty, stinky side of fragrances, animalic. They're very different. Some are daring. But if you like rose and oud, you're going to love these. You should definitely check this out if you're new to fragrances, because you might like rose and oud fragrances, and you might want to buy more bottles than buying your fresh and clean fragrances. So definitely check these out as well. Question 2, what type of fragrances for what occasion? This is a great question. So say you have a work situation, you have a casual situation, you have a school situation. Maybe you go to school, or maybe you go to work and school and you need a signature scent as well. So here are 5 fragrances I recommend. We have Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim. It's a fresh, citrus, slightly aquatic fragrance that you can wear dressed up or dressed down. You can wear it in the workforce, and you're going to smell fresh and clean. Doesn't have the best longevity, but for the first 4 to 6 hours, you're going to smell fresh and clean, and you're not going to offend anybody. The next one we have is Roger Parfum. This is Elysium, another fresh and blue fragrance with notes of bergamot, lemon, vetiver. There's sandalwood. This is another blue fresh fragrance, just like Louis Vuitton. This one has a little bit more of a better projection cloud, but this one here you can get around 150 to 160 bucks. It's a blue fragrance that you can wear in any scenario, and you're going to smell fresh and clean, and people are going to like the way you smell. Now we have another 13 by Le Labo. So this one here is one of those fragrances that has Isoe Super. So sometimes you can smell it, sometimes you can't. But this one does give off a fresh, clean vibe and slightly sweet vibe as well. And this one here, I've never seen a cop man wearing it, but people around me enjoy the way I smell. And it's always a good thing when you're around people at work or you're running casual errands. This will get the job done as well. A little bit more expensive, but definitely check it out. We have another blue fragrance, Parfums de Marly, or PDM I like to call it. This is Selly. This one here is another blue fragrance with the added note of spearmint. This one here is lemon as well, and bergamot. This one here is a nice blue / shower gel fresh fragrance from the house of Parfums de Marly. This one here has good longevity and great performance. Definitely get the 2020 version. This one here will work perfectly for you in any scenario if you want to smell fresh and clean. My favorites from the house Christian Dior Baby, Dior Sauvage. You can call it a sausage fest. You can call it no panty dropper. Whatever you want to call it, it gets the job done. It's a fresh and clean fragrance with the note of bergamot. There's sandalwood, Szechuan pepper, spices. This is a great blue shower gel fragrance that you take a shower, do 2 or 3 sprays. You're going to smell fresh and clean throughout the day. And people like its DNA. Now, is it familiar? Yes. But it's fresh, it's clean. It's one of Dior's favorite best-selling men's fragrances right now. Currently, Dior Sauvage. This is the EDT. You can get the EDP or the Parfum. Definitely check it out. Now, let's talk about party fragrances. Party fragrances are something you want to wear if you're going to a party or you're going to a gathering where you want to, wear something a little bit more heftier, more depth of a fragrance. So I have fragrances like Azzaro, Most Wanted, Parfum. This one here has a note of ginger. There's bourbon vanilla. This one here is a great one for a party because it has a nice bit of sweetness from the ginger, a little bit of freshness. There's some bourbon vanilla. So this one is a very nice fragrance to wear. People around you going to like the way you smell. This definitely gives off that sweet vibe, especially if you're going to a club or you're going out to a party with people. They're going to like the way you smell because they're going to be so close to you dancing and partying. They're going to catch a whiff for this. They're going to love the way you smell, especially if you're in a sweet fragrance. When you go to parties, you want to wear something sweet. You don't always want to wear something fresh. I get it. That does work. But sometimes you want to wear something sweet. Pull something like this out. And we have Imaginary Authors. This is In Love with Everything. This one here is definitely another fruity fragrance. And there is Stardust, is a mystery fantasy note. We have Tropical Punch. This one here has coconut as well. It's definitely a sweet fragrance that you can wear to a party. Who's gonna like the way you smell? I let my fiance Kelly's sister Karen wear this. We went to a wedding and people were giving her compliments left and right. They loved the way it smelled on her. So a guy could wear as well as a woman. She got compliments from her the first time. So take that with a grain of salt. This is definitely a banging fragrance. Special occasions. So special occasions, maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're gonna propose your wife, soon-to-be wife, or husband, and you want a special fragrance to remember the special day. Maybe you got a promotion at work and you want to treat yourself to a nice, expensive fragrance. Not saying you have to, but to each its own. We have Rose de Parfum. This is Oceania. This is an amazing, fresh, sea salty, slightly aquatic fragrance. They don't list aquatic notes. This is lemon, bergamot. This is a beautiful fragrance, guys. This reminds me of going down to the beach, smelling the ocean, the breeze. This is a fantastic, fresh, sea salty summer fragrance. Definitely check it out. Take it one step further. This is Xerjoff. This is 1861 Renaissance. This is another fresh fragrance. One of the best freshy / minty fragrances on the market. There's Lily of the Valley. This one here is lemon, bergamot, mint. Oh man, this is a great fresh fragrance, and this one you can wear any time of year, but it's great at a special occasion because this is very expensive. But if you're going to cherish a special moment in your life, definitely get something like this or get something like this. Definitely check them out at Perfumology or Xerjoff.com or RoseDeParfum.com. Number 3, we're going to talk about all season. So people don't know what that means. So all season mean basically you want to wear a fragrance either all season from January to December for the warmer months and the colder months. But I'm going to break this down into seasons. So first we're going to talk about spring. Early spring, we're talking March, April, May, around there, maybe almost June because June will be summer. But I have these recommendations. Eau de Cologne by Chanel, less exclusive. It's a fresh and clean type of fragrance because in the springtime, you start to see the trees, the flowers blossom. You want something very fresh and clean and elegant. This will get the job done, or any type of fresh fragrance on the market. We have another fragrance, Rose de Parfum Elysium. This is the Eau Intense version, or you can get the original, which I talked about earlier in the video here. It's a fresh and clean. This is more on the shower gel / laundry detergent, fresh and clean vibe. But man, this is great. 5 sprays, and you're going to smell very fresh and clean. And in the warm months like spring, you don't want to wear sweet coin fragrances. You want to wear something fresh clean, very easy to wear, spray and go. That's not too heavy, not too thick, but something light and subtle. This will get the job done as well as this. Definitely check these fragrances out as well. Okay, so summer's right around the corner, right? It's getting hot, guys. So summer, we're looking at June, July, August, maybe mid-September. So I have a fragrance for you that gets you the hot weather. Le Labo, this is Bergamot 22. My bottle's almost gone, guys. This is a great, fresh fragrance, but you can wear it all year round as well, but it's great in the spring and summer. It's going to shine in summer. It's fresh and clean as citrus. Citrus fragrances get the job done in summertime because people want to smell fresh and clean when they're sweating or drowning in sweat outside. This will get the job done as a fresh and clean fragrance. Maybe you want to step it up with a little bit of sweetness and coconut. We have Creed Virgin Island Water. This will get the job done. It's definitely like a mojito vibe. Definitely a fresh. And there's definitely coconut. There's a slight boozy touch to it. This is a great tropical fragrance. And this is an amazing fragrance in the spring and summertime. You're only going to get about a good 4 to 6 hours depending on your skin chemistry. You can always drown yourself in this, and it's going to smell fresh and clean and very elegant. And everybody's going to like the way you smell because you're a very tropical, exotic type of fragrance for the summertime. We're entering into fall. It's getting a little cold outside now, so you're going to need a jacket and a hat over your head. So I have Vanilla Dilarama by the House of Christian Dior from the La Privé collection. This is vanilla. There's bourbon. It's sweet. This one here is a great fragrance to wear in the colder months because it has the depth of a freshness because there's a slight bit of mandarin orange in the opening. There's a little bit of citrus from that, and there's definitely a nice bit of vanilla / touch of bourbon as well. A great vanilla-based fragrance, but you could wear this all year round as well. This is not as heavy as Parfums de Marly Pegasus, but it does have depth and longevity. Great for the fall time, great for the spring as well. Next, we have from the same fall fragrance collection, we have Valentino Uomo Intense. So if you like DHI or Dior Homme Intense, you're going to like something like this. This is an amazing Irish powdery tonka bean leathery fragrance. This is one of the best in the game. I know it got reformulated, but this is a great fragrance, guys. If you want that powderiness, that iris, the leather, the tonka bean, the sweetness, this is an amazing fragrance that cuts through your fall and your winter time. Definitely check out Valentino Uomo Intense. Now we're jumping into the winter, the colder months when it's really cold outside. You don't know what to wear. I have Zoologist, and this is B. B is a very honey-based scent. Can't go wrong with this. This is one where if you like the note of honey, if you like to smell honey like you're putting honey on biscuits, I always say that. It's kind of cheesy, but this is amazing honey-based scent. It smells like honey. It's beast mode. It's loud in your face. You're going to get noticed wearing a fragrance that smells like bee. If you don't like the smell of honey, you're not going to like this. But if you want to smell different and elegant, and you want to be the center of attention, good or bad, Zoologist B is where it's at, baby. The powerhouse for the winter time, baby. We have Angel Share from By Kilian. This is fire, guys. Praline. This is a sweet fragrance, cinnamon. I love it. Slightly boozy. This is a banger, guys. If you want that boozy cognac, sweet fragrance that gets you compliments galore, great one. I get 7 hours on my skin. Some people get more, but it works, guys. It's great. Great for your fall, winter time. It's going to give you that great projection. Put on a nice 3-piece suit, dress shoes, get a haircut, fresh shave. Girls are going to love the way you smell with this, guys. They're going to be all over you. Definitely check out Angel Share from By Kilian. Number 4, we're going to talk about the price point for fragrances. So fragrances are expensive. I feel like they cost an arm and a leg nowadays, right? Just playing around, but it's expensive. So I have some designer and niche fragrances. So if you're looking for designers, like say you want H24 by Hermes, you want Dior Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, you're looking around that $100 threshold. It is a lot of money, but these are nice, fresh fragrances that you know you can buy this and 90% of people will like the way you smell. You're not going to find that one. You're not going to find people say you stink. It's more of the, oh, you smell nice today. You smell fresh today. You want to be the safe guy at work or safe girl. This is going to be more of your up your alley, easy to wear fragrance. Second recommendation from the House of Cartier. You guys know I talk about this to death. Cartier Decoration Haute Eau Fresher. This one here is another great fresh fragrance, right? This has notes of petitgrain. It's fresh. It's green. This one is an easy reach, and you can get this for around probably $50-$60 online. I know this doesn't have the best performance, but if you're starting out collecting fragrances, you want a very dumb reach, fresh and clean fragrance. You want something that you can grab and spray on and you're good to go. You're going to get a good 4 to 6 hours on your skin, depending on your skin chemistry at the end of the day. But this is a very easy grab and go spray fragrance, and you're not going to break the bank. If you're starting in the fragrance game, you're probably going to look towards getting designers first and then move way up to niche fragrances. But at the end of the day, do your research, see which one works for you best. This is the easy, fresh and clean fragrance for Nassau Cartier. This Decoration Halls Eau Fresh. This one here, spray and go, fresh and clean, Petitgrain, Neroli. It's fresh, it's green, it's herbal, it's easy to wear to work, casual, date night. It's under that $100 threshold. You can probably get it for about 50, 60 bucks at discounters. But you grab this if you're new to fragrances, and then you can step your way into buying more expensive fragrances down the road. Now let's touch on niche fragrances. These are more expensive, like Moi Search. This is 360 bucks. But by the time you get the niche fragrances, you're going to appreciate them a lot more than your designers. These are more interesting fragrances, like a fragrance aficionado, I call myself. These are more fragrances that you're going to appreciate more than your regular fresh and clean fragrance at the end of the day. This is fresh because it has lemon, and it has bergamot, and mandarin orange, or just mandarin, and it does have oud, and it has incense, I think, and frankincense. This is more on the daring side a little, but if you've been smelling fragrances like I have for almost 7 years, you're going to appreciate something like this. You're not going to get used to your regular fresh and clean Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage, Versace Dylan Blue fragrances. This is a tad way up more than they are. Price-wise and performance is spectacular at the end of the day. The next one I'm talking about is Xerjoff, and this is Aura Gold. This one here is ginger, it's lemon, it's bergamot. This one here does have a little similarity to Aura Pearl, but this here is more on the fresher side. This is not as fruity. This one here is more refreshing, green, slightly fruity. You're going to like something like this as a great fall, winter, spring, and maybe early summer scent as well. Definitely check this out by Xerjoff. Size per bottle. So every fragrance has different sizes, and they call it like mils. So for example, we have a 30 mil. This is Sensual Obsession. They do clones and inspiration fragrances, and owner of the brand is Kevin. This is a 30 ml bottle. There's a lot of juice in here, which will last you a good amount of time. If you want to upgrade to a 50 ml bottle, this is what a 50 ml bottle looks like. For now, it's the Tom Ford. This is Beau de Jour. This is a Gentleman Fougere barbershop fragrance. We have Aqua di Gia. This is your fresh aquatic sweet fragrance. It's a 75 ml bottle. We have a cherry fragrance from Guerlain. This is Cherry Oud Leather. This is a 100 ml bottle. So this is double the size of the Tom Ford Beau de Jour. If you want another 25 ml extra, 125 ml. And this is Finesse Zahara. This is Signature Pour Homme, a fresh ginger fragrance, sweet. It's a great gentleman fragrance. Want more bang for your buck? This is a powdery, fresh and clean laundry scent from Chanel 1957. It's a 200 ml bottle. What I mean by is that if you have a 30 ml bottle, and this is Mystery of Empire X, this is a inspiration or clone of Ishane Annie X straight line. If you have a 30 ml bottle, it's going to run you a good amount of time. You're not going to empty out fast, but if you're going to have it as a signature scent, your bottle's going to go through really fast. How like a 50 ml will go through. That's why I tell people, if you want a signature scent, you want one bottle, buy yourself a 200 ml or 125 ml or a 100 ml bottle. And what I mean by that is, I know the sales associates say that people more bang for your buck, it gets cloying and annoying. It is more money. But if you do the factoring the per mil and how much it costs, you won't run out of bottle fast. You have a 200 ml bottle and you wear it every single day. Whether you do 3 or 5 sprays, you're not going to run out that fast. If you buy a smaller bottle, you're going to run out fast. You're going to spend more money to buy a backup bottle, backup bottle, backup bottle. So my suggestion to you is that if you find a signature scent that you love, buy the biggest bottle they have or close to it. Wear it. Put money aside every month, like 25, 50 bucks. And when you totally run out that bottle, you can buy a backup bottle or buy a whole new different fragrance. Trust me, it will save you a lot in the long haul. Number 6. I know you guys are going to hate hearing this, but here we go. Sample first. Sample, sample, sample first. What I mean by it, I know people hate that term. Sample fragrances. Go to your Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, Sephora, Macy's. Try samples of the fragrances you like. See if they have any samples that you can get available. They have 2 mils of most fragrances. Sometimes they give, sometimes they don't. You know, or you might have to order them online. Definitely sample a fragrance. When you buy a 100 ml bottle of a fragrance like this, After a couple days, you might get bored of it. Your partner may not like it. People around you may not like the fragrance. They may not tell you, but you might get annoyed with it, or it might be boring after a couple weeks. That's why a lot of people sample fragrances first. Now, you can't always go to your local place. I understand that you might live in Bumble, crazy area where you can't get anywhere, the clean way to say it. And you're like, I need to get a fragrance, or I want to try one. Buy samples online. I know it costs money, it's tedious, but guys, you're going to save yourself a lot of headaches and a lot of expenses at the end of the day instead of blind buying fragrances. In 2024, you can sample fragrances. Does it cost money? Yes, everything costs money. If you buy a sample for $10, a 2 ml, you don't like it, you're not wasting $380 on this bottle here of Initio Must Therapy. This is what I'm talking about. There's so many varieties of getting samples now. You can try the fragrance for a week and see if you love it before committing to a full bottle. When you commit to a full bottle, that's it. You have to wear it. You know what I mean? And you got to really love the scent if you're going to buy a $380 bottle. Whether you get it discounter or you get it full retail, it doesn't matter. And get other samples. You can get a 5 ml samples online if you can buy them. A 10 ml sample if you really want to wear it for 2 to 3 weeks and see if it's your signature scent, or buy yourself a 15 ml sample. This sample is available at sensualobsession.com. I'll leave links down below. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that there's various ways of sampling fragrance before spending dozens of dollars on fragrance full bottles. Get samples first. It'll save you a lot in the long haul. Trust me, I've been down that road before, and I could have saved a lot of money if I were to sample fragrances first. I learned the hard way. I hope you guys understand that you guys can take the easy way out and order samples online, or go to your boutique and try them out first, or go to your mall and find a fragrance you like. Do a couple sprays on your wrist. Don't wear a fragrance to the mall or your boutique and walk around and see if you like the way it smells. And ask if they have any samples available, because you want to buy it, but you want to try it a few days before committing to a full bottle. Number 7 is partial bottles. So if you're new to fragrances, you should definitely join a fragrance Facebook group, because they have groups that sell fragrances. Sometimes they sell partial fragrances like M-Wash Search or M-Wash Fragrances, or they have partial bottles of fragrances like Cartier or Cartier Haute or Fresh like this. It's slightly used or partially used, and you can sell bottles or buy bottles like this that you want to try without buying the full retail price. You save yourself 30, maybe 40 bucks. But you do have to do your research and make sure these people are really say who they are. They're not going to scam you. So you're definitely going to take a risk on that. But in the group, you can reach out to people and ask them, is this person legit or not? Whether it's a male or female. But you can buy partial bottles of fragrances that you like, or you can buy partial samples as well, or decants like this, and see if it works for you before committing to a full bottle of a designer or a niche fragrance. Because at the end of the day, your money means the world to you as a person. You want to save money. Maybe you don't want a 100 ml bottle of this. Maybe you want a 50 ml or partial to see if you really love this scent and you want to rebuy a full bottle of it. And that's fine. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to save you guys money. If you want to do the blind buy route and get excited when it comes to mail, I get it. I've done it before. It's amazing. It's awesome. But in 2024 now, you can pretty much buy samples of probably 97% of fragrances, designer, niche, indie, clones, inspirations, so on and so forth. It might take time to get to the sample websites, but you can buy them. I'll leave all the decant websites that I bought from in my journey down below in the box description. You can click on them and you can buy samples of niche, designer, indie, even clone houses as well. I hope the video helped you guys in the world. If you like these type of videos, make sure you click that red subscribe button down below. On the road to 12,000 subscribers. Like the video and click the bell icon to miss any future content on this channel. Be safe, everyone. I'll catch a new video very soon. Peace.